Hello, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, today I would like to talk about when my flight was delayed, the delayed flights. So, when I was coming back to the uni in September, so I had a flight with the Turkish airline. So, when I left at home, I used the what is that? The Airlink. Okay, it was on time. I arrived at Tambo on time, and that was my transit. So while I was there, the time came when we had to go to the boarding gates for boarding. Okay. So while we were still there, our flight was delayed by first it was with 1 hour. They told us that uh, we will start boarding at a certain time. So for people who haven't traveled or went to the airport, so when you travel with flights, you have like you will buy your ticket. After buying your ticket, when you get to the airport, you will show your ticket, either the electronic or your printout. So they will make the boarding pass for you. So the boarding pass have like the boarding time, the boarding gate, and your seat number on the flight. You already know which seat you're going to occupy. So we were told that your flight will be delayed with 1 hour. If any one of you won the meal voucher, it was a free meal voucher from the airline. So they gave us food. Maybe it was a compensation for delaying the flight, which is a good thing. Then we go collected our meal vouchers, which worth how much? I think it was 180. 180. So you can eat anything that costs that much at the airport. You choose the restaurant that you can go to. So we took our meal voucher, went there and eat. We were in a hurry. Remember, it's just 1 hour, and the airport is very busy. Even when you're sitting trying to order your meal, there are already a lot of people trying to order their meals too. So I was there ordering my meal. What did I eat? I think I ate pizza. Okay. So I ordered my meal. I ate and I drank some cappuccino. I'm a tea person or coffee. So after eating, I rushed to the gate because I didn't want to miss the flight. Because one thing you don't want to do at the airport is to miss your flight. So I rushed to the gate. On my arrival, I find other people, they said, no, the flight is not here. Like, it's not here. So we started like checking online. When you check online, try to trace your flight. Like you can trace your flight and find where your flight is. So they will tell you your flight is outside, arrived at this time, or your flight is still somewhere. So when I searched, I found out that the flight was still in Durban. Durban, like Turkish Airlines still in Durban. The what is that? KwaZulu Natal. Yeah. So it was delayed there. It ended up making it not 1 hour but 2 hours. Yeah, we left there late. So what happened after missing the flight? Not missing, but the flight being delayed. So when your flight is being delayed, it is going to affect your next flight if you have to transfer to another international uh boarding gates or wherever. So when we arrived in Istanbul, so remember when you arrived at a certain airport, maybe you're using a certain airline, maybe your next flight is a different airline. So the different airline doesn't know that your flight has been delayed, you're going to miss it, and they are going to treat you like you missed the flight unless there's communication between the two airlines. So for me, lucky enough, I was just using the Turkish airline, like just one airline. So when I was in Istanbul, when I arrived, so my next flight, I think it was at 8 in the morning Turkish air time. No, not air time. Oh my God. Turkish time. So when I arrived there, uh, I already missed that flight because I think we arrived at 8 or 9, I don't remember. But when I arrived, that's when my flight took off. Like, so remember that at the airport, the boarding gates, they are closed 20 minutes before the flight leaves, take off. So when I arrived, I had the boarding pass that I have no longer was no longer working. So that means it was no longer valid. I had to go to the ticket counter. So at the airport, they have like ticket counter where you can buy tickets if you don't have any. So for me, because I already bought the ticket, already paid for the ticket, and for me to miss the next flight, it wasn't my mistake. It didn't depend on me. It was the airline problem. So I went to the ticket counter and explained what happened. So I give them my old boarding pass, the one that I have. Then they go to their system. So you cannot even lie to them and say your flight was delayed. They can check on the system. So they go to the system, they check. After checking, so you wait like it's not a long process. I think it was like maybe 5-10 minutes trying to process everything. Then after that, they gave me like a new ticket with like a new boarding gate, boarding time, and a new flight number. So that means I had to have another long transit there. So it was interesting and boring, tiring, because at the airport you can meet a lot of people, then you start communicating. And while we were still there were other people like shouting. If you have been at the airport, shouting like, I missed my flight, this was not my problem, blah, 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 blah. And the people who sold the tickets were just there like, sir, you missed your flight. You have to pay another money. You have to buy another ticket. This is not our problem. Here is the dates. Like your flight was at this time, your flight left this time. Even your flight show us that 3 people missed the flight. So yeah, that is it. So the other thing, while I was still there, so I didn't know, I don't know if even this is true or not. I didn't know that when you are at the airport you can use your ticket, like you can use your boarding pass to ask for a meal. I didn't know, like I always buy. So I met one student there she was from Nigeria, and her flight also was delayed. A lot of people who used the Turkish airline, the flights were delayed. I don't know what was the reason behind that, but we came from different countries, but their flights were delayed. Uh, she told me that I ate here a free meal. Then I asked, how did you eat the free meal? She said, no. You can go to a certain restaurant at the airport and show them your boarding pass. They will give you like a free meal. You just tell them, you show them your transit, and they can give you a free meal. Maybe it's something like a charity, what, I don't know. Like, I don't know. So that was my experience with the delayed flights. I don't know if it was a good experience or bad, but I enjoyed my flight, my journey, my travel. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Please subscribe to my channel for future videos. Goodbye.